And what is up, everybody? It's your boy Tino here for another TTW episode, Tino Talks Wrestling. As we're here today on this episode, we go and we talk about all the stuff that's been going on. But I thought on this week's episode, we have Battleground tomorrow. As of this recording, it was recorded, and this is being recorded before Friday Night SmackDown, so we'll find out more stuff for Clash at the Castle tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. So, we're here today, guys, though, to talk about Mr. Uncle Howdy, and I'm going to tell you when I think when all will be revealed. I'm going to talk about the beginning of Uncle Howdy. I'm going to show you the QR clips and the QR codes that we've gotten over this period of time. I didn't get everything, but I did get a lot of the stuff. Shout out to some YouTubers, Twitter people. I'll give them the shout outs when we get to them. Shout out to our guy Jadis in the chat. As always, Jadis helping us out here every Friday and Monday, giving us the QR codes Sunday, Saturday, whenever the shows are on. Tuesdays, we had a couple on Tuesdays for NXT. So we're going to do all that. But before we get into all of that, guys, and I want to give a shout out to our people over on the Main Event Network, and we were just recently on his podcast, on the Mark Wrestling Podcast, guys. Your boy Tino got himself a t-shirt. He's officially an honorary Mark, so go be like Tino, go be like Kyle, go be like Ian, go be like Erica, go and be like the whole entire OTM crew, and go and get yourself some merchandise on OTM. Go get yourself some Tino's Time merchandise. Hey, go get yourself some Main Event Time merchandise, guys. Go check out all their channels and all that good stuff. The shirt feels good, guys. I'll be honest. It's a slick shirt, so I like it. So we'll talk about that again tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. But for today, like I said, we're here to talk about the Uncle Howdy. I'm going to go over his whole timeline from beginning to end. I'm going to show you some pictures, some QR codes that we've gotten since we saw the documentary of Bray Wyatt. We saw the ending, and then we've seen all the QR codes during the whole entire time. So, like I said, we're going to have some pictures that you guys are just going to be able to look at. Maybe you've already seen them before, and if you are Jadis, which has gotten me most of these pictures, Jadis has probably seen all of them. So if you have not yet, I hope you guys do enjoy this episode. But let's take a look, and let's go through the timeline of Uncle Howdy. And then let's find out, and let's see if we can figure out when all will be revealed. So let's start at the beginning, guys. And like I said, I'm going to have pictures throughout. And this is one where Uncle Howdy seemed to take over the WWE Twitter page. And WWE, I don't know what happened. They just losing control. And it says, you forgo us. You forgo us. If you guys know, if you guys, I mean, if you can see that, YOUFORGO. Oh, I missed the T. I missed that. So it's you forgot us. That makes more sense. See, I'm already messing up here. But it says, you forgot us. And that's really interesting. So, what do you guys think about that, guys? I will be in the chat throughout this whole episode. So, we are live. And we are also, like I said, I will be live in the chat. So, if you have any questions, let's chat and all that good stuff. But, let's go through the Uncle Howdy timeline. So, Uncle Howdy, as you guys know, has been a mysterious force in the WWE since the late landscape of 2021. He had a little thing with Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. And then obviously you guys know that we saw the passing of Bray Wyatt, but the site of Bray Wyatt's return came back in Extreme Rules to 2020. You guys remember that great night we saw Matt Riddle and who the heck did he face that night? I forgot who. Seth Rollins in the MMA fight. And after the show, after the little thing, we saw the return of Bray Wyatt finally. This led to Bray aligning himself with a masked figure named Uncle Howdy, who was revealed to be his younger brother, Taylor Rotunda, Bray Wyatt's brother, if you did not know, Mr. Bo Dallas. So, we figured out that Bo Dallas was Uncle Howdy in the Bray Wyatt Becoming Immortal documentary. So, it was so cool once we saw that and everything, and it it was so cool when we did figure that out to finally realize that Bo Dallas finally had the opportunity to work with his brother up to the very end. While their stint together was cut short because of everything that happened with Bray Wyatt, WWE has set another mystery in motion through screen glitches and QR codes to reintroduce him to the WWE Network or WWE Universe, I should say, as per mutual reports and speculations. So before he unreveals himself, here is the full story of Uncle Howdy. So there's a little backstory of how Uncle Howdy was introduced and everything else like that. So here's one QR code that said, "You forgot us." And before we go into the revival and the vendetta, or the arrival, I should say, and the vendetta of Bray Wyatt before, here's another thing where they took over Twitter, and it was just, hello, hello, hello. It's like, mom, 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 mom. But instead, it's hello. So, you take a look at that, and like I said, guys, in the comments, in the chat, let me know. What are you guys thinking about all this craziness? But let's talk about the arrival. So right after Bray Wyatt returned in WWE 2022, he found himself haunted by a mysterious force signaling their arrival to the WWE landscape. A few weeks later, it was revealed to be a dark masked figure contained and coined the name Uncle Howdy, who would lure into the shadows before making his striking impact on the fans. We've seen Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy have a few interactions in the ring. They've taken out guys like Hit Row. I think they took out the Street Profits one time. So they did have a little type of interactions. Now the vendetta against Bray Wyatt. After Uncle Howdy was unrevealed to the WWE fans, to their shocks, he targeted the man that people thought was his ally. He did target Bray Wyatt. We can't forget that. While also getting involved in their later feud with LA Knight, which would obviously be Bray Wyatt's last rivalry. However, his true alliance was revealed during their pitch black match at the 2023 Royal Rumble when he divided off a platform onto LA Knight. So they finally aligned at the Royal Rumble in the pitch black match, the pitch black Mountain Dew match, I should say. Can't forget about that Mountain Dew sponsorship. Hey now. So, his twisted intentions aligned with Wyatt, who would make continuous appearances together and set sights on their targets together, such as Bobby Lashley and others. And it was supposed to be Bobby Lashley against Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania in Hollywood. As you guys saw, we kind of started getting that rivalry, and then obviously everything happened. But also what else happened, and let's get into the next picture we have, because it's just a picture. It looks like a picture of possibly Bo when he was younger, maybe Bray when he was younger, maybe somebody else part of the crew. I have no idea. So while you try to figure out who that is, let's go and let's talk about the Alexa Bliss part. Beyond his motives against and regarding an alliance with Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy began targeting a former ally from Bray's dark past, Alexa Bliss. The latter would torment Bliss, who seemingly had her dark roots in the past during her feud with Bianca Belair. On Raw, however, before any circumstantial points could have been reached, Bliss left WWE television to her pregnancy, and the storyline was left untouched. So let's take a look at another picture, and if you guys did watch one of the TTW episodes before, you may have very well seen this picture. But Alexa Bliss, guys, oh my God, we could possibly be seeing her get the return that we all need and that we all want to see. Could she be a part of the Uncle Howdy Wyatt 6? She could. But who else could be involved? And we've seen other things, and we've seen other people say, and we've had where we see it, and we'll talk about the full list a little bit later on. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Alexa Bliss was, and do you guys think Alexa Bliss could possibly be in the Wyatt 6 and everything else like that? So obviously after the stuff happened with Alexa Bliss, we didn't see Uncle Howdy for a little bit because of obviously everything that happened with Bray Wyatt, with his passing, his unfortunate passing, his just shocking passing that still to this day, guys, does not feel real. We will miss Bray Wyatt every single day, and that's why I like doing episodes like this, so we can remember him. That's why I loved watching the documentary. I love rewatching the pay-per-views that he's in because Bray Wyatt was such a big force. He's always going to be that type of guy, and he's always going to be that person that we could rely on, we could count on, and that we can know that would be there. So Bray Wyatt, you guys know he's going to be missed. There's people, I know Jade is in the chat. I know everybody in the WWE universe. The IWC will always have a place in their heart for Bray Wyatt, but obviously Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six will never be what the Wyatt family was, but I do like they're still trying to carry on his tradition, and I'm very excited to see where this goes. So, Bray Wyatt, you will be missed every single day. We cannot forget you. It won't matter. Bray Wyatt, we love you every single day. So, let's talk about the return of Uncle Howdy and the reintroduction of him that we've seen as of late, and then I'll let you know when I think that we could possibly see the debut of the whole family, the Wyatt Six. So, let's go through and let me talk to you about the reintroduction. So I'm going to put another picture up here, and let's put this picture up here because this picture was a little interesting. I don't know. I was trying to figure it out, and it seemed to be where they were trying to put us and they were trying to trick us into an unscrambled word. So while we read the next thing, you let me know about what you think this could spell out. So, after Bray Wyatt's unfortunate passing at the conclusion of WrestleMania 40, the WWE Universe was deliberated screen glitches and QR codes with hints pointing towards the return of Bo Dallas' uncle, his Uncle Howdy gimmick. Moreover, it was a similar fashion how WWE built up the Wyatt second coming at Extreme Rules with the White Rabbit, etc. So, we've been getting the QR codes, like I said recently, and we've been getting them for a little bit. The first one I think we saw was the Monday after WrestleMania, because we saw the Bray Wyatt documentary the Monday of WrestleMania, like the week of WrestleMania, and everything else like that. So, should be really interesting to see, and I cannot wait to see where this goes. Furthermore, there have been speculating regards a force of underutilized WWE stars under the leadership of Uncle Howdy, which would be, and if you did not see, I did not find a picture for them, but let's say, and let me just show my face right here, and let me tell you guys who we are expecting it to be. So we talked about Alexa Bliss, possibly Alexa Bliss, but the four people that they are saying that are most likely in it is Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis, Nikki Cross, and the returning Eric Rowan. So we'll have to see exactly what happens and who else we could possibly see, but maybe Alexa Bliss is that fifth person. Like I said, I did only name four there, so maybe Alexa Bliss is that fourth person that we could very well see. Who else do you guys think very well could be in it? And who else do you guys think could be in the Wyatt Six? And who else do you guys believe could be in it? Because I'm very intrigued and I'm very interested to see who they bring into the Wyatt Six and where it goes. Because as you guys know, we saw all the way back in when we had all those characters come out. I think it was the Royal Rumble, if I'm not mistaken. So it was the Royal Rumble, and we saw where we saw Peggy the Pig, We saw all the little animals. We saw a little Fiend character. We saw all of that. So it should be very, very interesting to see exactly what happens and who is with who and where it goes. So let me show you another picture. Let's go through a few of these slides, and then we will get back to the final thing that is going on with, and just recently, what has been going on. So let me show you a few pictures, and this is from one of the QR codes. Shout out to Jadis. Shout out to everybody else that helped me here in the chat. That does help me get these pictures every week, because sometimes, guys, I can't get everything, and I just sometimes I just really, honestly, there's just some things I miss, and the QR codes go by so fast that sometimes, we need a little assistance. So appreciate everybody for helping me here, getting all that good stuff. So now let me tell you, and you guys saw this QR code. It looks like a dead body, I think. It looks like a mirror. It looks like somebody's like sitting there. It looks like a therapy kind of thing, maybe. I don't exactly know, but That's a little creepy. So we're gonna have to see what happens with this. But could this be? Because you guys, and we'll show you another picture. Where is it at? We'll show you. Or no, I'll show you. Which is it? This one? No, not this one. Let's see. No, not that one. Okay, well, we'll get to this one. So we have this one. The local woman, guys. Do you guys remember when they did that video? And do you guys remember when they did that message and they were doing all the weird therapy session things? Well, the woman and the local woman reported missing is Wendy Lucho, and she is the one that is talking to the fiend. So, did Uncle Howdy take her? Did somebody else take her? What's going on here? Because I'm trying to figure out where it all went wrong and where everybody was trying to, I don't know. So the therapist, guys, we've seen a few other QR codes with the therapists and other things like that. We saw one creepy video on X and Twitter where it was like some girl that was like talking to him, and then it was like blacking out, blurring out, and then they would like asking a few questions. But I don't know. It gets creepier and creepier. So we had another QR code. If you caught this QR code, this was actually one of the only ones I was able to get myself, because as I say, guys, sometimes they go a little too fast, and your boy just don't have the reflexes like that sometimes. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see with and what goes down with that. But QR codes, guys, you'll love to see it. We also had this, and we'll talk about this at the end because this is what just recently happened. So let's go and shout out, as I said, to the Twitter community, the IWC. Go check out the Wrestling Covers, guys. Draven, as he is always on top of these, him and Jadis. I've never talked to Draven or Traven, so hopefully he doesn't mind me using the picture, but I am giving him credit. So go check him out, everybody, on Twitter. Great stuff. My wrath will be swift. Is Taylor Swift in Uncle Howdy? Maybe Taylor Swift is in the Uncle Howdy group, guys. Imagine. All shall fail. All shall fall, I should say, not fail. All shall fail. Fall. I said fail again. All shall fall. Behold, I have shown you signs and wonders you believed. By your faith and shall be spurred. Destruction awaits those who do not heed. My wrath will be swift. All shall fall. So is Taylor Swift involved, or hell's going on here, guys? Because I'm starting to get a little creeped out here. So, Bray Wyatt, or I'm sorry, Uncle Howdy, what are we doing here? Man, it would be so cool if they could somehow use and have them use like a holographic Bray or something, just to have something like that. That would be so cool. Like the technology nowadays, guys, I think they could do something like that. So one of the images from the QR code from a couple weeks ago, I think it might have actually been, or this past Monday. Shout out to WrestleOps, as this is one image, and they did say that, yeah, that's right, this was from Raw Talk. So this is what happened on this past Monday. So we'll go back to this one, but this was what was shown this past Monday. So let's go to the last few that we have, and we have this one, and you might have to make the screen a little bigger. If you're on a phone, you might have to like supersize it, but it looks like we got a bird. Looks like we got a lot of I think it's that numbers, or I don't know what that is, and all you see is remember blue date, remember the date, I don't know, something like that. So that's a really interesting picture. Obviously not the best quality, but just put your camera up a little, put the screen up a little, and you should be able to figure it out. Do you want to meet me? Meet M? Who's M? I don't know who M is, guys, but M kind of freaks me out. So I don't know if I want to meet M, but let's not meet M. So who do you guys think M is? Could that be Nikki? Could that be Mickey? Could that be Gacy? I don't know. Is there another one? Is there 7 members? Is there a dog? Is it Mabel? I don't know. But then let's get to this past week, guys. And like I said, there is so much information onto this that we could be here for hours. And if you want to see the continuous and you want to see everything that has happened, I'm sure there's people that have done separate videos on everything. But like I said, I wanted to come here and give you my thoughts, and I want to tell you when I think they will be revealed. So let's talk about the last things that this has to say, and then we will talk about what happened on Monday night. So furthermore, there has been speculations regarding a force. I read a little bit of that. WWE stars under the leadership of Uncle Howdy to debut soon. With the mystery unraveling by the week, it seems that it is only a matter of time before Howdy and his friends are reintroduced to the fans in a way no one would have ever anticipated. So, this past Monday on Raw Talk, guys, I didn't know it was really going to happen on Raw Talk, or I very well might have stayed and went to watch the first 5 minutes of Raw Talk. But that is obviously Sam Roberts, and that is obviously, oh my God, why is her name blanking? Megan Morant. I don't know why Megan was blanking real quick for me. Megan Morant, they do Raw Talk every week. Great show, I do watch it sometimes. It's 10 o'clock, I forget. So, when I do watch it, I love stuff like this. So, we saw, as the show starts, and you guys know how they do the then, now, forever together. Well, they didn't get that on this Monday night Raw Talk. They got this instead. It was a weird glitch of the WWE intro. It says, you believed, you believe, you benefit. I don't know what that one. The bottom left says, questioned my timing. Oh, we questioned his timing, what we have become, and your beliefs. I can't read what that other one says. So this is what was said, and this is what took over the last Raw Talk. So now my question is when will all be revealed? And that is the question of today's episode for TTW. I think all will be revealed. And I'm going to tell you that we possibly, and let's take this off. I'm going to put myself back in the camera for a second. So let's take that out. And I'm going to tell you guys, like I said, that is the last slide that we got here. But I'm going to tell you that I believe that Uncle Howdy and the faction is going to either show up next Saturday at Clash at the Castle or Money in the Bank. That is what my two predictions is. I think we see them sooner, and I think we see them before SummerSlam. Because if we wait till SummerSlam, I don't exactly know when they would show them, and I don't know exactly when. We got Clash at the Castle June 15th, and then we got Money in the Bank July 5th, that is. It is the Saturday after the 4th of July, so I think it's the 6th. So I think we see them at one of those two dates. Now, how do we see them? I think we see Uncle Howdy and we see his faction. I feel like they probably go after somebody, maybe like a Montez Ford, maybe somebody like that, maybe a Ricochet. Maybe they go after, because we could also see Braun Strowman go in there. Who knows? Braun Strowman might be a part of it, and we just have absolutely no idea. Maybe he's the last member of the Wyatt Six. We got Dexter, Eric, Nikki, Howdy, and Strowman. I think that could be the Wyatt Six. So maybe Strowman's involved with it. So possibly they take out somebody like a Ricochet. Do I see them going after a champion right now? I don't really see them going after a Logan Paul, but I could possibly see them go after a Sami Zayn. But then again, Sami Zayn is having their rivalry with Chad Gable, so that really wouldn't make any sense. Will he go after Damian Priest or Cody Rhodes? I think Cody Rhodes has enough issues with AJ Styles. But Damian Priest, on the other hand, who knows? We don't know if Damian Priest, what he's doing. He might be going to face Finn Balor at SummerSlam. We don't know exactly what's going on with Damian Priest. So he could go after Damian Priest. I'm interested, and I'm excited to see when this finally happens. But I believe that it will be at either one of those two pay-per-views. And if it does not, I don't know if it does. I think it happens after SummerSlam. Like, if they don't do it at the next two PLEs, it could happen after SummerSlam, or it could just happen on a random Friday night or Monday Night Raw, and we're just sitting here like jamopes and we have no idea. Which, in another hand, I kind of would not mind if that happens. So, we'll have to see what happens, guys. We'll have to see when all will be revealed. But that is my prediction, so I want to hear yours. So, guys, thank you all for coming and hanging out here in the chat. Like I said, I will be in the chat. I will be talking with you guys while we listen to this episode. Remember, this episode is pre-recorded. So, I appreciate all of you guys coming and hanging out here. We will have watched Friday Night SmackDown before this comes out. So, hope you guys enjoyed Friday Night SmackDown. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Remember, guys, to go follow all the social medias. Go get yourself and become a member. Leave a super chat or two. And go get yourself some merchandise on Tino's Time and Southside Boys Bonfire.com. The link is in the channel description and the homepage. So go and check that out. Go get yourself some merchandise. Also, as I said in the beginning of the show, go get yourself some OTM merchandise. Become an honorary mark like your boy Tino and all the great people on OTM, guys. Go get yourself some merchandise. Go get some main event merchandise. And go and support all of your YouTubers and all the good things. So, thank you guys all for coming and hanging out here on this Saturday for this episode. Thank you all for coming and joining me. But remember, and lastly, always hit that like button. Subscribe on the road to 3K. And lastly, turn that notification button on so you know when we go live next, which will be tomorrow night at 6:30 for NXT Battleground. Guys, enjoy your Saturday. And I'll see you for the NXT PLE that is in the UFC Apex Arena in Las Vegas. You know what happens. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.